Yeah! Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man as voted by Malcolm X. He's a big fan of the podcast, as should you be. Shout out to everyone who chose to tune in live. OGZ, Paul Miranda, Guy Just Cam 702, Sully, Late Bloomer, Paul Miranda, Sully, Hunk Boy Fresh, Late Bloomer, Probably Deaded, Guy Just Cam. I appreciate you guys all hanging out, mate. On a Friday, we do these podcasts every Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, mate. Oh God, lot of topics today. Boy, she was giving me a gobby. A what? Oh, a gobby. Órale. We had a lot of topics, but they're all short topics. It was not the most productive week, not the most exciting week, a little bit destructive. I started the week saying, you know what? Monday and Tuesday, no alcohol, because I went so hard on like last Saturday. I was like, you know what? We're going to chill. And then Monday came around. I said, you know what? I'll have one vodka. And Tuesday or Sunday, I did that. And then Monday, I was like, one vodka. And I was like, Tuesday's my last day. Not going to drink. But then the inevitable happened. I decided to go into my backyard. I had already filmed all my ninja reviews. I was planning on skating on Wednesday anyways. But you know what? I said I have energy in my legs. I'll go into my backyard and I will film a fourth video on the same day and edit it for YouTube. I go out there, do my tail stall kickflip, and I say, you know what? By the way, this video came out today. I say, you know what? I bet I could vario flip out. And then I had the most intense fucking like mental breakdown. If you've ever, a lot of you guys are skateboarders, but some of you aren't. Whenever you're doing a trick that you think you should be able to do, and then you can't do it, the world implodes. There's all this pressure to land it. You put all this pressure on yourself, and then you start fucking like thinking crazy negative thoughts. And I've seen a lot of people break down over the years skating. Like, they just be like, no. Why can't I land this? People be talking to the skateboard. Why won't you fucking flip? Why don't you flip? What, you think you're too cool for me? And then, or you're just like, man, I know I can fucking do this. I know I can land this. Why am I so fucking lame? I've seen John Hill just lose it, go nuts. Andy, man, everybody. It kind of happens to everyone, but it finally happened to me, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, why am I not landing this? Why am I tic-tacking? Like, why is the world against me? Why is my ramp crooked? Why is the rain? You know, just like become like the ultimate pessimist. The sky is falling, and the worst part of it was that I was streaming live on Twitch, so the people in the chat room are like, just loving watching me having the worst day of my life. They're celebrating. Everyone's like, yes, and he's having a terrible day. Yes, he's gonna get fucking hurt. His knee's gonna hurt. Yes, kill him. Let him die. So yeah, I'm just getting more and more frustrated. When my camera dies, the first battery dies, the second battery's not charged. I pull out the extension cord. I don't have enough room for the extension cord to light up the spot. The camera's acting weird. The ISO is too grainy. Planes are flying over, and I'm just like, my neighbors are talking and laughing on the phone, and I'm just like, fuck this. And we finally landed a couple of them, but not a good job. And then I got like the runner's high kind of thing. Like I started skating, and then I started really just dying. My legs were dying. My throat was dying. I couldn't breathe. The allergies got me, and then like I got to this one point where I just broke through all that, and I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll skate another hour, even though I'm dead ass tired, but for some reason my body just turned back on. Got my second wind. And then on Wednesday I could barely fucking walk. So that was great. Anyways, so my point was, the reason we got to this story was, I was like, you know what, Sunday, no drinking, I'll drink one drink. Monday, no drinking, I drink one drink. And then Tuesday I said, you know what, dude, this is the worst fucking day of my life. Like, this is the worst day of my life. I'm not gonna make it to Wednesday. Fuck it, dude. It's not that I earned it. It's that like I can't fucking. I mean, and my legs are in pain. My shoulders were hurting, I guess, from like moving my arms. My hips, both my hips are blasted. And for what? Just for a bunch of fucking kids who can't nollie are gonna go on YouTube and talk shit about me. So whatever. It was a week of hard work. I'm still sore even today on Friday. So that was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days in a row. I'm very sore. Went a little bit past the limit. But you know what? I really should be happy that I'm not hurt at this age. You know, I don't think people turn, you know, into their late 30s and they're just like, yeah, let me battle a trick for 2 hours. Because normal people have jobs. You know, they can't be sore for 3 fucking days just so they can get a motherfucking tail stall. So a lot of wasted effort. You know, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, but you know what, goddammit? You know what we're going for next week or maybe the week after that? We're going again. We're going again for tail stall varial flip. We're going back for revenge. We might take a 1 week break. And they painted the skate park kind of near me. They painted it all these crazy bright yellow, bright red. And I want to try at some point to film over there. But you know what? This wasn't even in my notes. So they're painting the skate park by me. They've already painted all the bowls. And these are big, big bowls. Like 8-10 foot bowls all around this park. So it's a ton of painting. And someone painted it all these cool, crazy designs and swirls and bright reds and blue and all these greens and cool, bright colors like Rastafarian. And there's all these swooshes going around. So you can tell like whoever did this has done large scale art projects before. It's not just somebody showing up, you know, just fucking around. So they're doing that this week so that this weekend, I guess they're going to open it up to the public and then let the public paint everything. I want to get in there skating before they allow the public to touch that park. Because as soon as you start saying anyone can come in here and paint, oh, it's over. It is going to be the ugliest, shittiest, stick figure bullshit, graffiti, a bunch of tags. You're gonna get surely you'll get somebody painting a dick on the wall, and it's like the 1 day event, like totally legal to spray paint the park. And I don't think they realize how much of a backfire this is. I'm hoping, and there's no way this is gonna be true. I'm hoping that maybe the public can only paint like one small area, maybe way in the back, because it looks so cool right now and they're just gonna ruin it, especially if they bring their own paint. It's gonna be a bunch of silver spray paint. Oh man. But the idea that they opened it up to get painted was pretty cool. So speaking of skateboarding and my YouTube channel and things like that, I try to do 3 reviews per week. And if it was up to me, I would do 2 pro reviews. 1 regular ninja review where you submit the footage to me. So usually it's like younger guys, newer to skating, or people making sponsor tapes. I would like to do 2 pro videos and 1 sponsor review. But bottom line is I want to get 3 reviews out every week. And this week my Wednesday review, so review on Wednesday, review on Thursday, skateboarding video on Friday, another review on Saturday, and then podcast on Sunday. Like what you're listening to now goes up on Sunday. I don't talk to you guys a lot about like the actual schedule, but it is a very strict schedule. So anyways, my Wednesday video got hit for copyright, which happens sometimes. You know, I'm not like insanely like, I'm not a lawyer as far as being well versed in how to navigate the world of copyrights and trademarks and shit like that. But usually the language that I use when I'm commentating, I use that word a lot, commentating. When I'm commentating or reviewing other videos, there's a lot of phrases like buzzwords that I try to hit so that I can argue that I'm allowed to critique these videos in this particular way. So I've avoided almost every copyright strike that I've ever gotten. You know, I get flagged, I write down my appeal, and my appeal always gets approved. But that's historically always been for like brands in the United States. So I reviewed this Japanese game show. where they're skateboarding and they're skating around. They're doing, it's like Wipeout mixed with Ninja Warrior. They're skating on these weird obstacles where if you fall, you land in the water, or you have to race and get under this drawbridge or jump across this fast thing, whatever. And it's more like a game show than a skate contest. The obstacles are all weird looking and colorful, and they have commentators that are like laughing. So pretty cool show. I reviewed it, and I actually reviewed it very positively. I said skateboarding needs more of this. I guess my argument, you guys would have seen this if I was able to release this video. My argument was, I get annoyed when people show up to Tampa Pro, a pro contest, and they know they're not good enough to place top 10. So instead of trying to compete, they just take their shirt off and dance and do cartwheels and shit. You know what I mean? Like they pour water on themselves and flop around, or they do a dance, or like people that, or they like, for me, it's the same thing as, oh, it's the best trick contest. This is a perfect time for you to learn varial flip. At every best trick contest that's public, you get your one guy going for switch tray flip nose blunt, which would actually be in the runnings for best trick, you know, insanely hard trick. And then you have another guy who's never landed a varial flip, thinking that this is gonna be the contest that puts him on the map. He's gonna land his first ever varial flip, and it's gonna be down an 8 stair, which the optimism is insane. Because even if you do land your first ever varial flip on an obstacle that you're nowhere near good enough to be skating, the trick is still such a beginner trick that no one around would care. So you're literally wasting everyone else's time. That metaphor is what I would use for Tampa. A lot of people show up to Tampa knowing they can't win. They're gonna try their hardest trick a bunch of times instead of doing a line. Maybe they'll get that one really hard trick that'll make it to the YouTube video. Yeah, this guy got last place, but he landed one really hard trick. Or you get the guys that just go out there just to fuck around, right? I think there was an old On video where it showed Jason Dill would go to demos, and instead of doing like product toss, he would just smoke a cigarette and dump all the products on the ground and then go smoke a cigarette. Like, oh, cool. You're edgy. You don't care. Okay, the reason you're edgy and you don't care is because this is a demo and you can't do any hard enough tricks to get the kids cheering. So you might as well go the other direction and be like the weird guy. I think a lot of people do that in a lot of pro contests. And I think that these funny, goofy game shows, I think those would be great for the funny, goofy guys that cannot compete as pros. So you guys may have thought I was going to go the other direction with that argument, but no, I think that there should be a serious section of competitive skateboarding, and then the clowns. I don't think the clowns need to be showing up to the pro contest, wasting all these other guys' times, and wasting the amount of spots that are available for skaters that are actually hungry and capable of landing really hard tricks and lines, whatever. So overall, I really liked the game show. I'm disappointed that I got that copyright. And I think it's so weird that I got the copyright, because usually it'll ban it. It'll be like they've claimed copyright, so if you make money, they then get the money. So let's say that video makes $10. If they win the copyright over me, they would then get the $10. But this brand, they opted not to do it that way. They opted to do it where no one can watch my video and it's unwatchable worldwide. So it's not about money for them. It's about like brand placement, I guess, which is probably like a respectable way to look at it. But also, I'm really praising this series. I'm praising it. I'm saying it's awesome. I feel like more eyes on the sport rather than more eyes on your little video would be better for the bigger picture. But I don't know. Who knows, man? So yeah, Japan is not fucking with me today. What do I got here? Number 1, number 2, skate contest commentary. Oh yeah, so I was watching, it's funny, I was watching Tampa Pro, and I was listening to their live commentary, which is like over the loudspeaker, which is kind of a unique way to still do skateboarding. A lot of the times, back when they had like X Games on ESPN, there would be one guy on the microphone yelling, you know, like yelling, and then they went for this, give him a hand. Okay, he's going for this, coming up next, Yuto, give him a hand. And there's like one guy out there on commentary, but if you're watching it on TV, you don't hear that guy. They block that guy out, and you hear two guys in like a commentating booth. They're talking about, well, this guy's usually good at this trick. He's this years old. He's from this hometown. He started skating and blah, blah, blah. I like that style of commentary, which may not really mesh with Tampa so well. But I do think that literally anything would be better commentary than people skating, doing their actual contest line that they've really worked on and practiced and going, oh, that was a cool trick. Yeah, he landed that one. Oh man, he hasn't missed that in practice. He is. Oh! Oh! Yeah, man, you got it. Yeah. That's the commentary. Like, they're not describing the tricks, they're not telling any relatable stories about the person, maybe saying where they're from or sponsors, or maybe even if it's a foreigner that you don't know much about, mention a story that you once heard about one of his teammates on his team. Literally anything to get people interested. And that doesn't have to be necessarily broadcast throughout the entire event, but I think that would be fine too. Everything other than, like, I guess, is it me that just, when I hear the word commentary, I expect your comments, you know what I mean? And not just sound effects. Do you remember Jinwoo and Gary Rogers? Jinwoo does like a double varial flip, and Gary's just like, look at his socks. Oh, look at his socks. And you're just like, you could also name the tricks he's doing. You know, he did just kickflip front blunt big spin while you were cackling at his socks. You know, you could mention how old he is, or that he travels with his dad, or that he's one of the only guys doing double flips on the tour right now. Like, there's so many ways that you could make this entertaining other than just going, oh, yeah. And that's the same way I feel about Tampa. So, listen, I think skateboarding should be commentated the same way as fucking pro wrestling. My God, he's broken in half. My God. You know, let him live. So stop the match. Stop the match. Can you imagine somebody falls in their first two tricks and you're just like, stop the match. He's never gonna get top 10 now. Stop the match. I just feel like they just show up drunk, and they're just, you know, they're not saying anything that the audience isn't saying. Everyone lands a trick and everyone goes, ooh, or someone falls, you go, ooh. That's commentary now. Ooh, ooh. I guess I'm just looking for validation from you guys. Like, yeah, Steve, that commentary does sound much better for skateboarding. It would make it a lot more easy to understand for newcomers to the sport. And if you're watching on TV, you could learn a little bit here and there, and it would feel more like an organized sport. But then again, that's what skaters don't want. They don't want skating in the Olympics. They don't want skaters making money. They don't want skating being mainstream. They don't want, like, skateboarders to get too good, because then it becomes unattainable. So the whole thing is weird. I guess this is just me again. Your president once again is asking for you guys to nominate me. Whenever you see some shit like that online, nominate Ninja Lifestyle for commentary. You know, they had me commentating Mario World events, and they fucking loved me. Although I did accidentally curse twice. I said, oh fuck, I wasn't supposed to say it. Shit. I mean, no. Moving on. It was just, yeah, it's, I don't know. Maybe I just expect something different. Like, it's not that I think that I'm so good at this. It's that this is the skating I want to watch, and I'm capable of doing it. Maybe we could spawn this thought in other people. Anyways, what else do we got? You guys been having any crazy dreams lately? My sleep schedule got kind of fucked up the other day. It's still fucked up today. I take a melatonin, I sleep 4 hours, then I wake up immediately, and then I can't fucking sleep at all. And then I finally fall asleep again for 2 hours, and it's like I've kind of been awake for like 12 hours in between these 2 different naps. It's been fucking on my sleep schedule. Anyways, I've been taking more and more melatonins, or like not like more and more, but 1 a day. And motherfucker, my dreams have been getting so weird. I haven't been to school in fucking 20 years. Not 20 years, well, 15 years. I haven't been to high school. It's been a lot of fucking years. It's been a lot of years, okay? I woke up the other day on my bed in my pillow. I went, fuck, dude. I didn't do my science homework. And I'm just like, fuck. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, I don't even know any science. How am I going to do the homework? I'm like, dude, science homework. I don't even know any science. Like, what am I going to do? And I'm just like, fuck, where's my backpack? Like, how am I getting to school? Fuck. I'm going to drive to school? I don't even remember where my fucking school is at. I got to go all the way up there? Fuck, I never drive to school. And then I'm like, wait. I said, wait. And I look around, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a full-grown ass adult. I don't got no damn school to go to. Why was I was awake and actively stressed out. I was like, what? And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, it was that moment where you're like, wait a minute, school? I can understand if you had school like last year. But what? School? I graduated college in 2010. Was that 14 years ago? I'm like, wait. So I woke up and it just felt so real. And the dream continued for like a little while. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is that with me? And then I'm like, okay, like you had a weird dream. So you had a weird dream. So I'm awake thinking I have school. And then it slowly faded away. But then also, same night, I wake up after science class. Same night, I'm in my house wearing my fucking body armor for my guns. I have like a level 3 plate. I'm waking up my body armor. I got a safe full of guns. But for some reason, I got to fight Conor McGregor in my living room with a sword. And he's got a sword, and I got a sword. But like, I'm going to fight him. But then I'm like, well, I have company over. I don't want them to see me die. So then I'm like, hey, Conor, can you help me kick my company out before we fight to the death? And I remember in the dream, I'm like, man, I'm pretty strong, but this guy is a pro fighter and he's probably stronger than me. Maybe he has a better sword. But then I'm like, fuck, he doesn't have body armor. I got the level 3 plate. Maybe that would help me win. But then I'm also like, well, like the reason I have body armor is because I also own guns. Why didn't I just shoot his fucking ass? Because I didn't go back in time. Why didn't I just shoot his ass? I don't know. I don't know if we ever actually got a chance to fight, but those melatonins, dude. The melatonins are tripping you out. Also, I think it is because I eat a lot late at night. I don't necessarily eat a lot. You know, they say don't eat before bed. I eat like in bed. I'm half asleep just with a burrito in my mouth. So they say that can mess up your dreams too. So I'm mixing the burritos. I'm mixing the melatonin. I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm watching a Conor McGregor documentary. I'm watching a science documentary. Next thing I know, I'm late for science class, stabbing Conor McGregor in his stomach. So, so I bought some gummies the other day for $25, $2.50 per gummy. I bought some weed gummies the other day so I can eat those, and hopefully they'll make me go to sleep. But I took 2 of them yesterday, and they didn't help that much. But I woke up today more tired than I ever have been before, so maybe it was a delayed reaction. I'm going to take them. Next time I take these things, probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to take them like an hour early. Because these fuckers took like 3 hours to kick in. Also, I found out that like 300 milligrams. Oh, no, wait. 30 milligrams per gummy. I guess that's not a lot. But the fool at the counter told me that was a lot. So it's like 30 milligrams per one I'm eating. So what does that mean? I took 60 or no, 10. I forgot already now. I think it's 30. This guy's got CBD, CBN, CDs, nuts. Anyways, also speaking of hangover, I see you guys in the chat room talking about OJ. I don't know much about OJ, okay? Paul reminded me earlier today that was 1994. So for a lot of you guys to have like a strong OJ opinion when I'm older than you and I don't care, is weird to me. Also, he lived here. O.J. Simpson lived here in Las Vegas. He lived in Summerlin. Like, I could probably drive to his house. It would take 15 minutes. So it's all over the news. It's all over the news here. And I'm tired of fucking reading about it. I'm tired of seeing it. Fucking O.J. You know what I'm not tired of talking about, though? Is what I got cooking in the kitchen. I bought a whole ass roasting chicken. Big ass fuck. And I bought it because I thought it was going to be $1.40. And then I realized after I paid for it and I looked at my receipt, I was like, oh, it's $1.40 a pound. This was actually an $11 chicken. So I got that fucker in the slow cooker. I put it in about 2 p.m. It's been going 2 hours, although the lid hasn't been able to shut yet because it was still almost frozen. So I'm going to cook that bitch until about 7. And if I have time, I'm going to try and acquire some enchilada sauce. If I can mix enchilada sauce on there, I think it'd be great. But if not, I'm just going to eat some pulled chicken today. And so my problem with the chicken, I had all these flashbacks. A roasting chicken is different from some regular ass beat up weak ass chicken. There's some buff ass chickens that don't have delicate meat. You have to cook them for a long time. I didn't know that. So I bought one time to test out my butchering skills because I watched a video how to piece out, you know, a whole chicken. So I was like, oh, let me learn how to do this. I'll save $1 a pound. I bought the wrong damn chicken, pieced it out, cooked it in the oven, you know, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. That motherfucker, you would take a bite out of it, it was still like a rock. Because it was a buff ass chicken. So now this is a slow cooking chicken. We're gonna do it right this time. Although in the past, when I've slow cooked anything with bones in it, it sometimes comes out tasting like shit. So I may have just wasted my $10 on that fucking dumbass chicken. But that's what I'm working on, man. Also in the kitchen, I bought 25 dried ghost peppers. I threw them in the oven, dried them out more. Now I got them in a pepper shaker. Got my ghost pepper going back on, man. Maybe we'll ghost pepper up this broth. We can make some spicy chicken, some spicy pulled chicken. I don't have nothing to put it on, though. That's the issue. You want to put pulled chicken on like a burrito. That'd be nice. Maybe I'll run to the store, get enchilada sauce and tortillas. Maybe we'll turn this into a meal prep. Anyways, that's what's been going on. Got the ghost peppers going. Got the whole chicken going. Speaking of food, would you like to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack sent directly to your house free of charge? All you have to do is answer this trivia question correctly. What brand of potato chips are the most eaten in the United States? Why would I bring up a brand of potato chips trivia? Well, it's because I had some potato chips the other day. They gave me some onion dip that was really like coarse, right? It wasn't dippy. It was very hard. And I said, what is this? And Fem ate it. She said, I think that's an onion dip. And then we found out it was an onion dip. And I thought to myself, all right, we're gonna do a potato chip trivia question. Anyways, the answer was Lay's Classic. Bitcoin is the first one to get it right. Jeezy and Paul were also correct. Everyone else wrong. Desert Rat was correct. Day was correct on his second attempt. Probably just a autocorrect. Anyways, Bitcoin, you are the winner. Send me a DM after the podcast, and I will get these shipped to you on Monday. Remember, this is the only podcast in the world that gives away free shit all the time. So tell a friend and subscribe if you want to. What else has been going on? Hockey. I've been trying to watch more hockey, but it's a little harder to watch when your team keeps on losing. We've lost 3 of our last 4. And all year long, not all season long, whatever, I've been hearing these rumors. Listen, I'm a casual hockey fan. Casual, meaning I don't understand everything. I don't claim to understand everything. I'm one of those guys that just wandered into this professional sport, and then our team got a championship. My fucking bad for not knowing every detail of every fucking player. But here's the thing. The rest of the hockey community has been calling the Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, cheaters for a long time. And today I read that our #1 star player, who was injured with like a spleen injury, they didn't know how long it would take to heal. Could be a month, could be a year. So he got to sit out for the entire preseason, and now that it's like or midseason, and now that it's playoff time, suddenly he's healed, and they're calling him all over Twitter. They're calling him the Jesus because it has something to do with how much money we're allowed to spend on certain players. So because that player was on like the injured list, we got more money to spend on other players. So he like cheated the system. And I've always been like, well, like it's not cheating if you got away with it, right? It's not cheating, right? But I guess it's this loophole that you would only circumvent this loophole if you're a fucking scared little bitch. So I guess I got my favorite team is a team full of scared little bitches. But you know what, dude? I don't fucking care. We're the champs, and I probably represent a lot of like the Las Vegas, the people that are born from here. I feel like I represent their opinion a little bit. Like, hey, yeah, they're fucking cheating. I don't fucking care. Like, we're winning. Okay, if they're cheating and we're losing, oh no, I'll pretend I feel this fake shame. But there's also a part of me that's like, I don't have really a dog in this race. But also, I mean, if you're able to get away with it, is it cheating? You know, I don't know. Go fuck, you know what? You hate the guy so much, go give him a dirty hit. Go break his neck on the ice. If you hate him that much, go do something about it. Anyways, yeah, so today's the day I realized that my team is full of cheaters, but I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. Yeah, my Golden Knights are a lot like OJ. OJ Simpson, Golden Knights, potato, whatever. That's all I got pretty much for the podcast. I did want to tell you guys I tried authentic Parmigiano Reggiano, first time ever. I went to Whole Foods and they had some little pieces that were less than $5. So I bought one for $3 because the internet told me it would change my life. They said if you try the real ass shit made in Italy, you look it up, you can find the actual building it was made in if you track the numbers back. The most regulated food on the planet. I tried it and I said, you know what? It's just good cheese. You know, I don't know. I'm not going to spend this much money on this again. You know, when I could get Asiago for the same fucking price or even the powdered shit. Yeah. Parmesan. Not Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmesan. I guess there's a difference. Didn't know that. Anyways, the authentic Parmesan let me down. But you know what? If I ever do go back to make a real Alfredo, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if it changes my opinion. But as far as like being let down by something that was supposed to change my life, you give me a good old-fashioned slice of American cheddar, and I ain't gonna complain. Took our jobs, goddammit. The goddamn Italians trying to take our jobs with their goddamn stanky cheese. Well, I got 2 words for you. Eat my ass, dumbass. So, okay, anyways, I don't know if I'm dumb, or if I'm slow, or if we're all dumb. I looked up a YouTube video last week, or this week, trying to figure out how to use an abacus. What is an abacus? You can't afford it, first off. It's a piece of wood with a bunch of little beads on it, and you swipe the beads up and down, and somehow, using magical Asian powers, the beads can do math really quickly. Some would even say faster than a calculator. But I watched a video on how to do it. I don't understand it. This motherfucker, it's just a piece of wood with little things that go up and down. Bro, it can do subtraction, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. How? I don't fucking know. I don't understand it. But abacus. Maybe we'll give it another shot. Later in the week, we'll give the abacus another shot. If I could just learn basic math, 25 plus 12. And then they found out once you get good at the abacus, you can use the abacus in your mind. You don't even have to use the real one. I would have to show you a video. If I explain it like this, it's not going to make sense. You guys got to watch the video. So type in like Asian kids using invisible abacus or something. You know what? Type in whatever you want. You do whatever you want, goddammit. Anyways, that's the whole podcast. We ran a little bit short today. It's getting hotter and hotter in Las Vegas, which means pantsless podcasts and shirtless streams are probably coming back. It is probably 82 degrees in my house, probably 88 degrees outside my house. And I am feeling the heat of summer. So I want to get the backyard set up with lights so we can do like barbecues on stream. We can do cooking, skateboarding. So if you're not following me on Twitch, if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, consider downloading Twitch and setting my like the alert on for my shit or whatever. Also, this podcast. If you missed the beginning of the podcast, don't worry. The repeat comes out on Sunday on Podbean, on iTunes, on Spotify, anywhere where you can find podcasts. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah from everybody here in the chat? I'd love to shout you guys out. We did not get any donations today. The donations are always appreciated, right? I take time out of my Friday and out of my entire week, every single week, to try and keep a couple of you guys entertained. So you know what? You want to send $1 my way, one single dollar here and there, some spare change? You got some spare change? That's a great way to support the podcast. Or if you don't have any money, tell a friend about the podcast. It is equally as appreciated. Shout out to Bury My Cock in Her, OGZ, Bitcoin is Freedom, Gyges, Day, Cam, Paul, Hunkboy, OGZ. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in for this podcast. We do it every single Friday, live, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. That's all I got for you guys today. The stream will not end, but the official podcast will. As I always say, have a great weekend. Make smart choices. Don't drink too much and don't drink too little. By God, Leticia Big Booty Buffoni has broken her entire ass in half. Oh my God, stop the match.